General Hospital spoilers and updates tease Michael Corinthos, most recently Chad Duell. Maybe recast anyway, confirmed by a now deleted tweet. A recent leak suggests a potential replacement for Chad Duell. Let's explore the likelihood of a fresh actor stepping into this role. While there was initially a chance for Chad Duell to return as Michael, GH executive producer Frank Valentini did not dismiss the possibility of recasting when he announced Duell's departure. Currently, there are no plans to recast his role, but in daytime television, anything can happen, Valentini stated last November. Recent developments indicate that the show may be proceeding with a recast for Michael's character. This information surfaced from actor Robert Adamson, who expressed his disappointment on X, revealing that he was not permitted to audition for the official recast, despite having previously played Michael before. He later deleted the tweet, but not before numerous readers took screenshots. Adamson expressed his frustration in a now-deleted post, saying, "Thanks for inviting me to audition for the recast of Michael," with a hint of sarcasm. He continued, "I've taken on the role not once, not twice, but 3 times without any prior notice or time to prepare physically. Yet, I wasn't even given a chance to audition. It appears that the decision-makers have chosen to take a different path, and intriguingly, there seems to be an ongoing effort to recast Michael. If everything goes as planned, a new actor could soon be portraying Michael on screen." Naturally, this news may evoke mixed reactions from the audience. Chad played Michael for 15 years, much of that time in very intense and time-consuming storylines that took months to play out, if not years. Remember how long the baby switch storyline surrounding Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, played out before the switch was exposed. During the 15 years Chad played Michael, there was very little time he wasn't on air, mainly the few times mentioned by Robert Adamson, when Chad's father passed away. One can't really blame Chad for wanting a break, and he has remained silent about the recast rumors, which apparently are true. It may simply be Chad's choice not to return, and he hasn't confirmed anything yet. While many fans were hopeful for Chad Duell's return, we can appreciate the show's eagerness to bring Michael back to the screen quickly, even if that involves a recast. Some fans speculate whether he was actually let go, despite his repeated statements that he opted not to renew his contract to take some personal time. What are your thoughts on the recent casting news? Are you supportive of a recast for Michael Corinthos, given that it seems imminent? Upcoming spoilers for the ABC soap indicate that Michael's doctors will continue to provide optimistic updates about his recovery, suggesting he may soon return to Port Charles for fresh storylines and intense drama. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with GH right now. Come back here often for General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. Michael Corinthos has been a staple of General Hospital for decades, a character whose evolution from child to powerful adult has been one of the most compelling in Port Charles. And for over a decade, Chad Duell has embodied Michael with a careful balance of vulnerability, strength, and quiet charisma. But rumors have begun to swirl once more, sending shockwaves through the soap community. Could Chad Duell be replaced as Michael Corinthos? While no official confirmation has been made, several signs and subtle shifts in recent episodes have fans buzzing. From Michael's decreased screen time to speculation about behind-the-scenes tension, the whispers are growing louder. Is a new actor preparing to take on the mantle of Sonny Corinthos' conflicted son? Let's dive into what we know, and what fans fear most. First, let's acknowledge the legacy of Michael. As the adopted son of mob kingpin Sonny Corinthos and biological child of A.J. Quartermain and Carly Spencer, Michael's character has long been pulled between light and dark, family and duty, forgiveness and vengeance. That complexity has made him a fan favorite, but also a deeply challenging role to portray. Chad Duell first stepped into Michael's shoes in 2010, taking over from Drew Garrett in a recast that initially shocked viewers but ultimately proved successful. Over the years, Duell has navigated everything from Michael's heartbreaking prison stint to the loss of his son, to complicated relationships with his parents and siblings, all while playing a character forced to grow up far too soon. But now, 14 years later, could history be repeating itself? Lately, fans have noticed a pattern. Chad Duell's appearances as Michael have become increasingly sporadic. For a character who was once central to every major storyline, especially anything involving Sunny, Carly, or Willow. Michael has taken more of a backseat. His scenes are brief. Some viewers even noted that Michael was missing from several key Corinthos family moments recently, only appearing in scenes with Willow or popping up for a quick family dinner. For a character as integral as Michael, that's an odd shift. Could it be a sign that the writers are slowly phasing him out to prepare for a recast, or even a departure? Even more curious, Chad himself has been unusually quiet on social media. Normally active and engaging with fans, he's offered no recent insight into Michael's future or his own status on the show. In the world of soaps, silence often speaks volumes. According to Backstage Whispers, the casting department at General Hospital has been quietly auditioning young male actors in the 30-something range for what's being described as a legacy role with long-term romantic and family ties. Sound familiar? Fans in the know believe this is none other than Michael Corinthos. There's speculation that producers are considering a fresh take on Michael, someone who could bring a new edge to the character as the show possibly leans further into mob-related storylines now that Sunny is spiraling and Jason is back. One insider even hinted that TPTB, the powers that be, want a more commanding presence to stand up against Sunny's growing instability. If true, this could suggest a darker turn for Michael, perhaps even a full-circle moment where he steps into a mob-adjacent role himself, despite his longtime desire to stay on the legitimate side of business. And if that's the case, a recast might be seen as necessary to usher in this version of the character. Of course, recasting Michael is not without precedent or controversy. Back in 2010, when Chad Duell replaced Drew Garrett, fans were initially outraged. Garrett had delivered a raw and emotionally potent version of Michael, especially during the fallout of Claudia's death. Yet, producers felt a shift was needed, and Duell ultimately won audiences over with his more refined, nuanced performance. Now, over a decade later, history could be repeating. But fans are already split. Some believe Duell still has more story to tell, especially with Willow's health, the wily custody drama, and his lingering tension with Sunny unresolved. Others argue that a stronger, more intense Michael is necessary to rise to the challenge of the brewing Corinthos family implosion. If a recast is indeed coming, the timing is noteworthy. With Jason back in Port Charles, Sunny spiraling out of control, and the Corinthos clan more fractured than ever, General Hospital appears to be entering a new era. Long-running characters are either returning, being rewritten, or slowly moved off-screen. For instance, Lulu is reportedly waking from her coma soon with a possible recast, and Nicholas has already returned with a new actor. The show is clearly not afraid to make bold moves to revitalize legacy characters, and Michael may be next in line. Plus, with Willow recovering and finally finding her voice again, her storyline could pivot away from hospital drama and toward Michael's family turmoil. That could open the door for a more forceful, possibly morally conflicted Michael, a version better suited to a new actor in the eyes of some showrunners. Soap fans are nothing if not passionate. On fan forums and social media, opinions are flying fast. Some loyal viewers are devastated by the thought of losing Chad Duell, especially after everything he's brought to the role. Chad is Michael. Period. Replacing him now makes no sense unless GH wants to kill the character, one longtime viewer wrote on Reddit. Others, however, are more open-minded or even welcoming of change. Michael's been stuck in a rut for years. He needs fire, edge, danger. If a new actor can bring that, I'm on board, another fan commented. But nearly everyone agrees on one thing. If a recast is coming, the show better make it count. Michael is too important to mess up. It's also worth considering that if a change is coming, it may not be forced. Chad Duell has been open in the past about wanting to explore new projects and different genres. After 14 years, it wouldn't be surprising if he was ready to try his hand at something else, be it primetime, film, or even writing and producing. If that's the case, General Hospital may be preparing a respectful exit, possibly with Michael going abroad for business, or even faking his own death in true soap fashion.